Hey everyone, this is Chris Garner with TPS Photography in Morganton, North Carolina. And last week I did a video on some new concept I had of showing a client on online sales platform like a forward-facing image that kind of gives them an idea of what they will receive, but then replacing it on the back end. And you know that the original concept, which was a really rough draft, was easily beatable by AI. So the whole idea here that I'm wanting to convey is watermarks are getting obliterated left and right, right? So AI easily beats watermarks. There's not an AI proof watermark right now that doesn't just jumble up the image or cover up the image so bad that it becomes really offensive almost to customers. There's almost no point in having speculation sales where they can prove their images if the images are just way too unrecognizable or hard to see. All right. So, but at the same time, you have to protect your work, of course, right? So you can't watermark too light or whatever. It's going to get knocked out by AI, no problem. So the whole idea that I have in the video I did last week, which I will link in the comments on this video and also anywhere that I posted in social, just for convenience. The idea is show the customer something up front, but then replace it on the back end before they order it. So show them something that is potentially AI proof, but then replace it on the back end. The problem is, the first rough draft that I did of this was easily beatable by AI. Multiple people that I gave it to beat it to a point, to an acceptable point, where someone would be very happy with it. Um, you know, I've gotten feedback from this new method that I'm doing from parents in particular that I've shown, and they are very, very happy with this idea. So I don't know now whether or not AI can beat it, to be determined. I have not been able to beat it yet. One thing I've been told is just give up on any concept of this because the future is going to be blocking screenshots. Well, to me, and this is just me, I think that's garbage because you can block screenshots all you want, but nothing is going to prevent someone from taking a picture of a screen with another device, so that's not a real screenshot. It's not going to be blocked. And then removing the watermark. I mean, and upscaling with AI, all that is completely beatable. And if you think that a screenshot blocker is the answer, I don't know. I mean, kids are going to just kind of laugh at that. They're going to be like, oh, look at this, take a picture of the screen. Screen resolutions are really good now. No big deal taking a picture of a picture with another device. So what I'm trying to do here is I want AI to beat itself. And I know that sounds a little strange, but AI is generative in nature. It wants to fill in the blanks. It wants to, do all this. Well, if you give it just a little bit too much to generate, it will over generate. And it will think it's doing a fabulous job, but it's actually changing it just enough to where the kid becomes not the kid or the subject. I don't want to say kid. I mean, this could work for whatever, but the subject in the photo becomes changed just slightly enough that they no longer look like themselves. And the parents will clearly recognize this. Okay. Now, I do want to challenge you guys. Please take this, and I'm going to post some example images for you to try to take this and please beat it. I want to see if it can be beat. I am going to tweak this a little further, but there's no point in developing anything if AI can just continue to beat it right now. But I mean, Nano Banana is one of the latest AI things, and I mean, it can obliterate any watermark. So don't even try the watermark method. But let's see if this can be beat to the point that it is acceptable by parents. Okay. So what am I talking about? I just made a quick action theft deterrent puzzle. So what we're doing here is I'm downsizing these photos and I'm taking bits and pieces, putting them in different quadrants, right? I'm also throwing in a few Easter eggs here, changing color slightly, hue and saturation slightly, a few little other tweaks that I'm actually going to tweak a little further because I got one image really, really, really close when I was trying to beat it with AI, and it was a little too close for my taste that I've gotten. So I want to make sure I make a few little tweaks along the way, but this is the concept. So this is what the client sees on the front end, and it will be lightly watermarked. Okay, so just run this quick action, upload those to GotPhoto. I'm going to jump over to my GotPhoto real quick. Let's see here. Okay, so this is what the customer would see, right? So, and this is just a test gallery, right? So they're going to click on an image. This is that image I was just looking at. So they are able to jump in here. Again, really, really light watermark, very light watermark, because I want the customer to be able to see all details of this. Now, the parents I've sent this to test, they actually like this better. Well, first of all, they don't want to do prepay, and I will not hang my hat on prepay. I'm sorry, it just does not work in my area. It will absolutely kill our sales. We are able to sell way more with online speculation, lot larger average order value than we are. And this is a geographic thing, I know, but in our area, prepay is a no-go. I will just close the doors before I have to rely on prepay, and that is a solid fact. I'm not fighting that battle. So anyway, I want a very, very light watermark. I want customers to be able to clearly see details, see stray hair, see expressions as they can, right? Make sure everything looks good. I actually got the feedback from one parent that they liked this better than seeing the full image with a heavy watermark, because they can see more details. And not only that, this makes them, like, it force focuses them on the details, right? It kind of changes their vision of this. So anyway, this is what the client sees. They will have a little thing here. This is very rough, right? Like, order this, receive this, right? Like, here's all details of the final product are visible in the scramble preview image. This preview method is to prevent digital image theft, whatever it might be. I just put this little thing here. I'm going to, of course, try to make this bigger, more descriptive, whatever it might be. I just wanted a little placeholder. So when they go in and they pick, whatever they want, they can see this image. They can see all the details, but, that's obviously not what they're going to get. So on the back end, now, I will say this. One pushback I got was, the manual revision is what makes it bad. I heard that from a couple people. Well, not to me. I don't run my business fully automated, right? To where a customer orders something and it just automatically goes out the door to them. I QC everything. You can't fly a plane on autopilot all the time. There's still critical phases of flight, takeoff, landing, cruise, transitions, whatever it might be, where you have to take manual controls. Your business is the same way. Your photography business is the same way. You have to get some QC in there. You can't just set it on autopilot and go. You will crash and burn eventually. But, that my method is someone on my team QCs everything. Okay. So this manual revision process is no big deal for us. It's nothing we're not used to. Okay. So on our end, we're going to take this, and of course, here's an order, right? And this is, all we have to do now is hit review order. And this is a GotPhoto specific thing. I don't know how it works on PhotoDay or Captura or whatever you might use. Citus, whatever you're using. I don't know how it works, but we can simply take, as long as the images are named the exact same file name as what is uploaded as a preview, we can actually, and I will show you here. I actually would love to see, let's not get ahead of myself. Okay. One thing at a time. Sorry, I squirreled. We're going to go to multi-upload, choose photos to upload. Let me go find my full images, select all, upload, and start upload. This will quickly and easily replace all the scrambled images with the real images, just because the system searches out these file names, replaces the file names, and should be done. Now it'll take a second for these to generate. GotPhoto's little previews, but ultimately there we go. So we replace that and boom. Now the reason for the watermark at all, honestly, is because once we make this change and once we do this after they've placed an order, the full image will go back in their gallery. So they won't see the scrambled image anymore. They'll see this image, but it is still slightly watermarked. I want them to see the full image. It's actually a privilege for them to see the full image after they order. I don't care. I don't think anybody's going to really order a lot of photos and then go back and then screenshot and remove watermark and all that. So I'm not really worried about protecting myself from those customers who have already ordered. But there is, they'll see the really light watermark, but they'll be able to see the full image. And then when I go back, I can simply just hit confirm and submit on this. If you're a Got Photo user, hopefully you know what we're doing there. But, but then if I go to my manual revision here, here are the full images, right? So we've got them, no problem. All right. And, yeah, so I just hit go on that and it's done. Now, let me show you what we've done with AI, and let me show you what issues we've run into. So, let's see. Okay, so let's go to this particular image first, right? So here's the original image before I scrambled it, right? Okay, here is, and I'll show you my ChatGPT prompt here because I was just working on these. So reconstruct this puzzle image, preserve high fidelity on facial landmarks, and fix all color. Do not change facial features at all, right? So I'm telling ChatGPT, and I'm just using ChatGPT because it's quick and easy. I want, of course we can get more descriptive prompts if you want, whatever you want to do. I want to see if someone can beat this. Please try to beat this. We can't move forward as a community until we figure this out. Okay, so what ChatGPT pushes back is this, right? Well, I think what's happening is it doesn't, I've tweaked this enough to where the spacing and things like that don't really help ChatGPT out. So yeah, it looks like a good image, but then you compare it to the original and you can tell that is not that child, right? Like the parent's going to look at that and be like, oh, that's not my kid, right? And I had one really close. This was one that was really, really close. So let's see here. This is the one that kind of worried me a little bit. So I have this girl here, and ran it there, and I was like, man, that is really, really close. So this is where I might want to tweak it a little bit. Now our pom-pom's missing. The background's all screwed up. But honestly, it got the text right. It did all that, ChatGPT is still pretty good at stuff, but it's really, really, really close. But I don't know this particular girl well enough to know, oh yeah, would the parent accept that? But what I do know is that this is my daughter, right? This is my daughter's cheerleading picture from last year. In the winter of 2024-25, I ran a test on this, and this is the exact same prompt on this. Pretty sure, yep. So do not change facial features at all. And this is what it kicked back to me, right? That is 1000% not my daughter, right? Like that's a cheer picture and it looks really, really, really close to what I had, but that is not my daughter. And I don't want a picture of this kid. I don't know who this kid is, but I don't want a picture of him. So anyway, this is my daughter. That's the picture I want. So long story short, what I'm trying to do is to get AI to over-generate. Keep in mind, what it's doing with watermark removal, it is not just like cleaning watermarks off. And that's how they get away with it from a copyright standpoint is, it is generative AI. It is creating something from scratch, right? So it is what it is. So make it over-generate. Maybe that's the solution. I don't know. And look, if you don't want to do manual revision on the back end, that's all you, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, just that little extra work may end up saving your hide because this industry is changing fast. This tech is changing fast. And if you're not on board with it, I don't really know what to say. And if you're passive about it, and if you say, oh, I don't know if all that is worth what you're going to get. Well, maybe not right at this moment. Maybe not December 19th, 2025. But the pace at what I've seen this change is scary fast. And maybe not December 19th, 2025, but by March 15th, 2026, you may be to a point where this is taking a huge chunk of your business. The tech may be there for watermark removal that is literally, and it already is, just clicks of a button, right? Kids know this. High tech, high school kids, middle school kids, they know how to do this and they will help their parents do it. So don't be fooled. Don't get left in the dust. Let's try to figure this out together. Now, I have faith that someone way smarter than me and way more tech savvy than me is going to come up with the perfect solution. My goal right now is to bridge the gap. I'm not saying this is the end all be all. This is the end of the road. This is the solution that will live on forever and ever. No, AI is going to beat this too. I'm sure of it. Someone else is going to come up with a solution. But I want to bridge the gap. And I refuse to let my business suffer. I've put in 25 years of this, and I'm going to try to definitely always go to where the industry is heading. Wayne Gretzky said what makes him a great hockey player is he does not skate to where the puck is. He skates to where the puck is going. So we have to kind of keep that mindset, keep pushing forward, keep doing our best, keep moving it down the road. And if we get beat in one way, well, we're just going to make a play on another. This is a long-term war, not a short-term battle. So I don't know. Let me go know what you guys think. I'm going to post some sample images, and I want you guys to try to beat them. Show me your examples. I look forward to what you've got, but definitely, I just can't get on board with the screenshot blocking idea. I'm sorry. If somebody else can give me a valid, good argument on that the screenshot blocking is the answer and can convince me of that, then great. Hey, let's move that tech forward. But right now, I am purely unconvinced that screenshot blocking is the thing. Right now, my thing is show the customers one thing on the front end, give them the final product on the back end, but make that front end product to a point where AI cannot beat it. It's not going to be watermarks. Make AI beat itself by over generating. That's all I got. Let me know your thoughts, guys.